Welcome back to the newest, the truest, the bluest installment of Live, Loud, and Idiotic.
Yay!
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 Oh, we're back for the third episode of season 2, and we are feeling good, aren't we not?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
You feeling pretty good? You looking pretty good.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. I love this whole new setup where you're like standing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can see your entire frame while I like talk about my favorite bands and stuff.
Yeah, just for you.
Oh,
It's all for you.
Well, you know, and all our lonely fans, subscribers as well.
Yeah.
Get to see those boudoir photos of Jeffrey.
Oh yeah.
We gotta have like a Marvin Gaye let's get it when we're talking about like sexy things.
Yeah.
Or like a one or something like.
Yeah.
All right.
Sexual.
Well, so if you couldn't tell by the intro song "Liked You Better" from Jeff Rosenstock's new album HELLMODE, we're gonna be talking about some new music.
Yeah.
We're gonna be talking about Jeff Rosenstock's HELLMODE album, and we're also gonna be talking about Oil Change as well.
Hell yeah.
Which isn't necessarily new music, but it is new music in our corner of the world.
Well, and the album came out this year, so it's technically new.
True. Okay. It's not as like fucking brand new and shiny.
Yeah.
As HELLMODE, but it is very new. So we are talking about new music today. It's a big old split, and we're gonna split it up by Jeff Rosenstock and some Oil Change.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm fucking stoked. I think, I mean, if anybody ever like talks to me at all, which is like probably like 3 or 4 people, they'd well, that is like the perfect retort to like talking to me.
Yeah.
They know that I'm a huge Jeff Rosenstock guy, in Bomb the Music Industry guy, arrogant sons of bitches guy. So this one was pretty huge for me. So I'm excited. Mm-hmm. You and I have been really jazzed about Oil Change as well. So.
Oh yeah. I'm more excited for the oil change part. I disappointed Cody with not really liking most of this new Jeff Rosenstock
I'd say
album.
like 80% of the Rosenstock album.
I was like, I got 2 songs, and then the one song that you thought I'd like, I did not.
Yeah.
But, to each their own.
Hey, man, everybody likes what they like, and Jeff Rosenstock isn't everybody's cup of tea, but he is for me. So
Yeah.
I'm going to start it off with Future is Dumb. This is right after Liked You Better and Doubt, one of the 2 singles that he did release before the album. And we're going to get on it, and we'll get you back right after this song.
Yay.
So our first song off of HELLMODE that I really liked, I mean, obviously Liked You Better was a huge one, though. One that you actually really liked.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that kind of jumped out to me that I enjoyed.
Yeah, and then Doubt. I mean, he released 3 singles. It was Liked You Better, Doubt, and HELLMODE that he released before. So we had some time with that. But this one really stood out to me. Lyrically, Jeff Rosenstock has always been one of my favorite artists of all time. Like, not only can he just fit a million fucking songs in one little verse, it's just it's so like relatable, and not a lot of other artists really sing about the stuff that he puts into his music.
Yeah, he does. When I was reading his like little description thing on Spotify and whatnot, it said very chaotic style of music.
Yeah, it is. It really and I mean, you can really hear that with like Bomb the Music Industry, especially.
Yeah,
because it is just and like he has just like the most intense like time signature changes, and just like I don't know, it's really nuts. I just watched this incredible documentary on YouTube about Bomb the music industry, and it was really cool because back when he was with the Arrogant Sons of Bitches, like his first band, like real big band that like really took him places.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, taking places is like a big word for
Yeah.
like where the Arrogant Sons of Bitches went, but one of his bandmates asked him, was like, "Hey man, why don't we ever like write songs together?" And Jeff was like, "Well, when you think of writing a song, you hear like you think of like a hook or a lyric, but for me, it's like as soon as I think of the song, I think of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think of all of the instruments, I think of like all the lyrics, and I've got to get it out right then."
And it's just easier for him to do the writing process and that part because, if you got somebody else in there, it's like, no, that's not how I want it to sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, it may sound like he's like a totalitarian like writer or anything,
Yeah.
but he's not. He's just like when he thinks of a song, he thinks of an actual song,
Yeah.
not like a hook or like a riff or like
Not just like a chorus or something.
just the way like probably most writer like not music writers will think of stuff. It's just like you got this hook, but you build around it eventually, and
Yeah.
and sometimes more times than not that you need other people to like build the other parts. Like, well, I mean, I've got this awesome guitar hook, but fuck, I don't know what the drums should sound like, or especially with ska, like I don't know what the horn section is gonna sound like.
Yeah.
Like the man really thinks of all of that at once, which really sets him apart from other people like writing songs.
Yeah.
And I do
Yeah.
think that like him finally going out on his own, being like just like a solo artist per se, really suits him the best.
Yeah, because, I mean, you're always going to get pushback from your bandmates and whatnot because they want to put some of their some of their creative thoughts into it as well.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
And yeah, it probably lets him write more of the shit that he wants to write, and it doesn't matter if it's jumping all over the place.
For real,
Because it's what he wants to do, and it's his project. It's not his and three other people's project.
right? Yeah, and like I'll tell you what, I mean, while the music industry went super far, went for a while, man. I mean, they
They did.
but yeah, like I think 3 out of the 4 albums that they did make, or 4 out of the 5. I'm not fucking counting right now. Who gives
Yeah.
a shit? I'm not a mathematician.
No.
A mathematician.
That's
but like 4 out of the 5 records that Bomb the Music Industry did make, Jeff basically just made it in his apartment.
hell yeah.
So I mean, yeah, and that's why you get like just like this really insane shit that comes out on fucking comes out of your headphones in the very end.
Yeah.
And I honestly think solo artistry. Oh, I like that solo artistry. Yeah. I think his song expertise, we're making words today.
Yeah.
Really could come out more in that way because it really is just all him.
Yeah, and it's a little bit more self-expressive in that.
But I'll tell you this. I'll tell you right now. He's really like got himself in with some incredible musicians like Dan Podhast and John D. Dominici has been with him since fucking Bomb the Music Industry, and he's indoctrinated himself with a lot of like artists that are very involved with Asian Man Records.
Yeah.
And I think that ups like the recording because he has like these incredible musicians with him to play that music though.
Yeah. And it's not like they're playing his music, which it's different from like when he was in the other bands and whatnot. It's like more trying to play our music, but it's purely like he can get people to play his music,
and they're just having fun.
Yeah.
So what do you got? So what was the other song? Because I know you liked "I Liked You Better," but what was the other song that you really liked?
That was "I Want to Be Wrong," and that was exactly what I was thinking when I after
When you
I
told me,
listened to a bunch of it. Yeah,
I want to be so wrong right now. But
I want to be wrong, but it's just not my cup of tea with a lot of these songs. I mean, you know.
Hey, Jeff Rosenstock isn't for everybody, but let's kick it over to "I Want to Be Wrong."
Hell yeah. All right, so that was "I Want to Be Wrong," and so what I liked about that song so much is it took me back to like '90s, 2000s pop punk.
Yeah, for sure.
It had that very much like that vibe to it, and like the sound of this should be on a Disney Channel or Nickelodeon movie. Like it just took me back, like, you know, maybe watching Malcolm in the Middle or something like that. It was a nice, like, little throwback.
You know, it's funny that you say that. He actually scores all the music for Craig of the Creek.
I don't know.
It's a new like kids cartoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he scores all the music for Craig of the Creek,
Oh, damn.
which is kind of cool. You know,
Yeah.
like it gives him a nice little paycheck for sure. But I mean,
Yeah.
actually, Craig of the Creek is apparently in the same like multiverse as Rick and Morty. There's actually there's like they both shows have like callbacks to the same to both to each other's shows.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah. So that's kind of funny that you say like Nickelodeon's it reminds you of that
Yeah.
kind of shit. Yeah.
Well, and partially what I liked about it, too, is it's got that, like, you know, kind of happy vibe, like, very, like, positive vibe with the instrumentals, but then some of the things that he's singing about
Rather than the lyrics, which
yeah,
are like
are
they're like yeah.
yeah, looking at the world, and it's like, I want to be wrong about this, but you know, there's a lot of fucked up shit.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's that fucking Barbenheimer meme right now. Like
Yeah.
you know, oh the music is Barbie, where the lyrics are Oppenheimer.
Yep.
You know. Yeah, I know. I totally get where you're coming from because yeah, that's a lot of where Jeff Rosenstock and I mean even just anything Jeff Rosenstock's been a part of, like BTMI, Aesop. It's you know, you got these at times you got these really uplifting like riffs, and then you've got like these lyrics where you're like. You're bopping, you're like smiling, and then like you like get the lyrics, you're like, oh shit.
That's kind of like life.
Yeah, for
in
real.
a sense. Like he wrote a song that's not just about life, but it is life itself. Like, you know, you're going around and you're happy, and then you start realizing shit, and you're like, I really wish that didn't happen. And
For real, yeah.
It's like, I'm just gonna keep going and hope that it fixes. But no, it's kind of like it's a very like positive outlook, and almost I would say like it makes me think of, you know, he knows what's going on. It's almost like a delusional outlook. I don't want to go like fully say that it's a delusional outlook, but it kind of feels that way to me, of like it, like just between the lyrics and the instrumentals, it's very much just like kind of going and like not totally ignoring what's going on, but it just kind of gives that thought to me.
I just feel like it's it's the idea of like, man, I want shit to be okay so badly. Mm-hmm. Like I really do. Like I want everything to be like okay and have good days, but there's just
so much wrong,
so much negativity that's like getting in the way of this actually happening. And so I'm sitting in this like fucking...
Yeah, I want society to be okay, but society's getting in the way of itself type of thing.
Yeah, so I'm like spinning in this whirlpool of like I don't know, this tornado of fucking emotions that are like, oh, I hit the good side, and then oh, I just got fucking turned right back into the shitty side, you know. So it's, I mean, it's good to listen to just because. I don't know. I feel like it's cathartic. I feel like listening to Jeff Rosenstock is very cathartic for me because that's how I live. That's how my life is, man. It's like, yeah, fucking couple good days go around, and then next thing you know, like this just gigantic pile of shit just comes on top of you, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? I was like skipping and singing Howdy Do, and now I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Fuck everything. Fuck you too. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get what you're saying for sure.
Yeah. And yeah, catharsis was better than delusional.
Yeah, like cathartic. Yeah.
I was searching for the word, but I could not find it.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we're here for, though. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, the soundboard. Nothing else.
Yeah, that's the only reason why we're making this fucking podcast.
It's soundboard!
Yeah, here we go. Another fucking chance to make fucking funny sounds.
Yay! Oh, just you guys wait. We're gonna get some fart sounds on this, and
oh man, we're working on some shit.
Yeah, we've talked about recording our own.
Ooh. All right, like we said, we're gonna split this up. So last song I'm gonna talk about is Life Admin. So we're gonna play that one up, and we'll get back to you guys after this beautiful song. All right, so that was Life Admin off of Jeff Rosenstock's new album, HELLMODE. And when I listen to that song, and I know you got what you're gonna say.
Yep.
When I listen to that song, it just reminds me of how eclectic Rosenstock is with just the music he makes. Every album has got a litany of different influences that he always plays to in different ways.
I threw Cody off by scratching my nuts and staring at him.
Right, like literally right, like right in the eyesight, man. I'm sitting down, he's standing up, he's monkey scratching his fucking junk. But I mean, if you ever listen to any fucking Jeff Rosenstock influenced or Jeff and Stock, I'm just gonna start saying Jeff and Stock, and that's so much easier. It's eclectic as shit. I mean, you hear so many different music genres in one different song, and that's why I really enjoy hearing what he has to put out anytime he puts anything out.
Yep. To me, I finally came to the conclusion, Weezer. It sounded so much like a Weezer song to me.
I don't see it, but I mean, you know what? If that's you, that's you, baby. Wear it all the way through.
Yeah.
Wear it all the way through. But yeah, it's just, he is eclectic, man. They're like, there's no doubt about that. They're like, any Jeff and Stock, I've coined a new term, and I'm going to fucking use it all the time. Man.
Maybe he'll do maybe we can get him to do a festival where Bomb the Music Industry, his solo stuff and everything, he gets all the bands back together, and it's just called Jeff and Stock.
I would fucking die. I would literally die.
I'd go. I like Bomb the Music Industry. You know, I like his other stuff. It's just this one. I don't know. It wasn't my jam.
That's fair, and that's absolutely fair.
And we were talking as well. It's kind of nice having this because, you know, before we were just like whatever album review or band review or something we were doing, it was all us just kind of like sucking the dick of that album, all three together, just giving it some sloppy toppy.
Some sloppy toppy, yeah, absolutely.
And it kind of, to me, if you keep doing that, it just seems disingenuous. it just doesn't. It's not as genuine to me.
For
so
sure.
it's like you brought it up. Like somebody, you know, they'll turn it on. They're like, oh, okay, here we go again. It's just them liking it.
Oh yeah.
Which we'll get to when we get to the second half. We both fucking love this album
For sure.
but we're giving you a little bit of LLI first, to where I didn't really like it at all. I found like 2 songs that I want to listen to, and the songs that you played, they're bearable. It's not something that I'd be like, nope, that's skipped. I'd be like, okay, yeah, it's in the background, whatever.
Yeah, for real, I'll listen to it. But like, that's the whole thing about music too. Like, you don't always have to like everything everyone.
And
like,
it shows that we're not all fucking clones of each other. There are things to where it's like,
and that's the premium, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best thing about it, is that we all like what we like, and to be unapologetic about it is the purest way of being a music someone who enjoys music.
Yeah, you know, like I've said before, if you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
For real, and I fully agree.
Yeah, it's my genuine way of saying, like, you know, I get it's not for you, but I like it, so fuck you. I'm gonna listen to it.
I mean, and it's not like we're not gonna be friends and never fucking talk to each other.
Yeah,
again.
I can't remember how many times we've been sitting here and you just go, all right, fuck you guys, I'm playing this song. Fuck you, I'm playing this.
And that's the way it should be, man. Like, have nuance when you're talking about anything. Yeah. Have nuance when you're talking about politics, fucking social politics, whatever the fuck.
As it may not be my cup of tea, he is a great artist. He's a really good artist. Just like, you know, there's so many bands that people absolutely love. I fucking hate. But I'm not discounting the fact that they've, you know, they're good musicians, you know, and they're talented, because, I mean, to play an instrument or, you know, be able to actually like sing or write music, you have to be a little talented for that shit.
For real.
Like,
I mean, like, seriously, to have the commitment to actually fucking follow through, and even have one song that even gets into the fucking zeitgeist, to the fucking music sphere, is insane.
Out into the void.
Out into the void. Yes, and one more thing I want to say about Jeff Rosenstock, because I've always had the highest respect for him, is that he is the king of DIY. Like ever since EPIRSODE, you know, he's always been fucking DIY first. You know, do it yourself. Bring the music to the fucking kids. He's never wanted to have like merchandise and shit.
Yeah.
He said in this interview that I spoke about, or the documentary that I spoke about earlier, he's like, I don't want to be a fucking t-shirt salesman.
No.
I want to be a fucking musician.
Yeah, he wants people to go out and, you know, show their love for his craft and dedication to like his music by making their own shit and seeing what they come up with.
Yeah, Bob the Music Industry used to just bring spray paint bottles and say, hey, if you want a Bob the Music Industry t-shirt, bring a t-shirt and spray paint one at the show.
Yeah.
And that's your Bob the Music Industry fucking t-shirt. Yeah. He was one of the first artists to literally put out all of the Bob the Music Industry music for free on quote-unquote records, which is literally just a...
Yeah.
Here's my band, have the music for free. If you want,
go
donate.
Have fun with it. Yeah. So, like, with what people do with, like, Bandcamp and whatnot, to where it's like you can...
he was Bandcamp before Bandcamp existed.
Hell fucking yes.
So, I have the utmost respect for Jeffrey Rosenstock, for sure.
Yeah, no, I have my respect for him, too. But now...
we must split.
Throw a wrench into this.
Speaking of DIY and...
Hey.
Oh.
Speaking of DIY, so this next band...
punk ethics.
Yeah, this next band... so... when I first listened to him, I was like, man, this lead singer sounds so fucking familiar. It's because he was a part of another punk band, probably early 2000s, called Chernobyl Babies. And if you haven't listened to them, fucking do it. They're good, fun, pogo, oi. Like, well, not oi, just pogo and street punk. Like, they're just good, clean... not good family fun. Yeah, punk
good
fun.
Punk fun.
Not family fun. I mean,
clean punk family fun.
Yeah. And I have both Oil Change which is this next band we're going to talk about, and Chernobyl Babies on my playlist. We've all challenged ourselves. Graham has yet to do it yet, and Natalie is thinking of hers. We're all compiling together a playlist that we're going to put on our link tree for Spotify, and you can go kind of listen to it, and it gives you a little bit more broad spectrum of what we enjoy. You know, not everything we enjoy is on it, because, you know, when I think of a playlist, it's like, okay, what am I listening to right now, and what corresponds with that? I don't want to go like jump around like crazy. You know, I don't want to go from Dion and the Belmonts to death metal. Yeah. Which I will do by myself, but I'm not going to make somebody else do that.
So, shuffle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
shuffle. So, the first song that I wanted to play, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go. It's the very first song off their album, which is escaping me. I think it's called Unfinished.
Yes, it is.
So, the song is 10 Years.
Took fucking 10 years to tell us that. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. So that was 10 Years by Oil Change. So it also came out, it first came out in 2021 on their Voices of the Past EP, which was, I believe, their first EP. Because, yeah, Unfinished EP was, and I think that was just a single, was 2022. And then their full, it's kind of weird saying full length.
Full-ish?
Yeah, it's 8 songs. I mean, 8 great fucking songs. And, you know, it's better to have, like, 8 good songs back to back
than having, like, 13 or 14, like...
And then you have to, like, skip 1 or 2 to be like, you know, I like those, but these are so much better.
Yeah.
And I think I have a little... I think I know the reason why that song is called 10 Years, because it was about 10 years, probably, from writing that song to when the Chernobyl Babies came out with their record in 2010.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, and I think that song's just like him speaking about, like, over the 10 years of how the punk scene has changed in his area and whatnot. And, like, you know, it does have the notions of, like, you know, shit has changed, and sometimes in some areas it's not for the better.
And feeling lost, really.
Yeah.
Like having those years where you literally just felt so lost. Like, what the fuck were they good for?
Yeah,
you
and
know?
almost, yeah, it's the kind of vibe of, like, did I just waste 10 years of my fucking life?
Yeah, like like that existential kind of like crisis almost.
Yeah, and you know, it's both of them were great fucking bands. I mean, I hope that Oil Change does more, because they're fucking rad as shit. And yeah. I do want to ask Tony from so he does all the oddities. Him and his wife do the Oddities Expo that go around the U.S. They actually have some in Australia this year.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and so Tony also threw on Fuck You We Rule, that festival.
Yeah,
out in Tulsa. You know, was a part of the Chernobyl Babies, a part of the Wheels. Great fucking musician, Al and the Black Cats. And I kind of want to, like, I've been meaning to message him and see what he thinks about the album as well, because, you know, it's an old bandmate of his.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yeah.
Come out.
Yeah.
Shim out.
But, you know, it's just, it threw me back into, like, the love of pogo and street punk, to where, when I messaged you and sent them to you, I was told you, like, this brings back my love for that music. It was fresh, it was new, and, you know, it was fresh and new, but also in the same respect, it just was what that genre is. Like it's fresh and new, but it feels old.
It is the fucking stalwart of what that music should be and is.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, when we went to break to listen to the song and whatnot, I did what comes natural to me. And it wasn't a beer. I got some Arnold Palmer Spiked today, and I was like, you know what? I got to shotgun this.
For oil change, I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah. Fucking, you can't not. That type of music brings out the absolute degenerate in me.
Too bad we didn't have the Smirnoff Ice.
Oh, yeah. Ice. Well, ice a motherfucker. We got to do that next time. So that way when everybody walks in for D&D.
Just like, yeah, there's just some sitting on a stool.
By the way, we don't do 12 ounces around here. We do 24 ounces. It's a punishment.
That's how. Yeah, it's not a pleasure. It's a punishment.
Yeah. Actually, people stopped icing me because they realized that I liked it because I got to chug something.
That's how. That's what my parents did. Like every time I'd fucking cuss or do something bad, they'd give me like spoonfuls of hot sauce, and then they realized like I would like act out just so I could get more fucking.
More hot sauce?
Yeah, because they caught me like actually like taking shots
of hot sauce.
Yeah, of hot sauce when they weren't around. They're like, oh, well, I got to figure out another way to fucking punish you.
Yeah.
So, fucking A, let's go.
Yeah. And I believe you have a song that you liked.
I did, yes. I mean, the whole album's great, absolutely.
It is definitely, as we've said many times before, kind of hard to choose which ones we wanted to do
for sure, but if I gotta pick one out of the crowd, you know, like I gotta say "Never Fade Away,"
which is perfectly transitions from 10 years.
For real, the Puxy never fades away.
No, and the love for it never fades away. So let's fucking spin that shit up.
Yeah, never fade away, y'all. Okay, so that was Never Fade Away from Oil Change.
Yay!
There's so many things I want to say about this band, and I'm going to start with what I really enjoyed about the song. Is that... oh,
never mind.
The best part about punk rock for me is when you've got two different singers during the chorus. So you've got one singer yelling like the first part of the chorus, and then you got the second singer yelling the second part of the chorus.
Yeah, and like harmonizing, and it just sounds so beautiful.
I fucking love it because I really feel like it's like them yelling at us, and then we're yelling back at them at the same time.
Yep, a little echo.
You know, because like you got one part of the crowd hitting that first fucking part of the chorus, and then you got another part of the crowd yelling the other part of the chorus.
Yeah.
You know, I absolutely love it.
Yeah. And I'm with you completely on that. Unlike the, Rosenstock.
No, for sure. I mean, well, you can't really do that much when you're like solo. So
yeah.
But I mean, it's so great because it gets the crowd into it, and you're just really so stoked about it. And that's what punk is all about: being a part of it, being a part of what's being created on stage.
Yep.
And the song it's a perfect drinking song. It's just every time I hear that I just like I get so stoked. I want to fucking rage, man.
Yeah.
I want to rage, and like it's all about being a part of like the song Never Fade Away is all about being part of a fucking community, being a part of this like incredible thing that's being made as we speak.
Yeah. Makes you want to shotgun a beer and break stuff,
or an Arnold Palmer little iced tea thingy. Yeah. Whatever the fuck you got.
Yeah.
It don't matter, man. We're going to judge you for what you drink as long as you're fucking slamming that thing.
Yeah.
And fucking going hard in the pit, man.
Yeah. Chug that motherfucker.
For real. And that's what Oil Change is all about, man. It's all about fucking community, like being together and fucking
having fun while doing it
and working towards a fucking goal, you know,
Yeah.
like, and the goal is fucking living good and listening to good music with the people that you enjoy being around.
Yeah, and
Like, what more can you really ask for?
and that is your cue, listeners, to where if you're having a nice, relaxed drink at home, chug that motherfucker.
Hell yeah, that's
Chug it right now.
and send us videos of you chugging it.
Yeah.
We want to fucking see it, man.
I want to see you down your drink, whether it be a soda pop or a beer or a bottle of whiskey. No, don't do that because you could die. Yeah, no, drink responsibly, please. I don't want to be. I don't. Yeah, just drink responsibly.
Yeah, please.
You can drink a little irresponsibly as long as you're not driving.
Yeah. Find a DD or get a Uber or whatever the fuck they're called.
Just house party. Sit at home and
House party. That's fucking
house party of one.
and that's where Jeff Rosenstock and fucking Oil Change come together.
House party.
Not only the DIY punk ethics, but that is where they both fucking flourish, man. That is where you need to see these acts at is house fucking parties, man.
Yep. And with me telling you to be degenerate and whatnot, kind of brings us well into this next song that I love so much. It's the second song. It's right after 10 years, called "Lovable Loser." And I don't feel like the biggest lovable loser, and it's not one of those like putting you down. It's joyous. I love being a lovable loser.
Yeah, man, same. That's why we're such good friends.
Yay! Friendship!
Holy fuck!
Yeah! Woo!
Everybody loves each other.
I love this soundboard.
Oh, it's fucking amazing. Oh, I hope y'all love it too. We're enjoying
If you
it.
don't, I am so fucking sorry.
Not really.
It's not going away. Yeah, I'm not really sorry. It's not going away anytime soon.
It's only going to get worse, actually. So if you don't like the soundboard, then you go fuck yourself. Sorry.
Yes. All right. Well, Lovable Loser coming on next.
Let's go.
So that was Lovable Losers. And so that song reminds me that's immediately I was like, this sounds like Chernobyl Babies. And then I looked into their bio and I was like, oh shit, that's why, because he was the fucking lead singer of the Chernobyl Babies. Along with
bulb.
Yeah, along with Tony. And that was another song to where it's like very chanty. And it throws back to the Pretenders, but it also throws out to Street Brats with "I'm a Dead End Kid Forever."
For real.
Because that's honestly I would say just about everybody's favorite Street Brat song is "Dead End Kids" or "Destination Nowhere."
Naturally.
Yeah, but it goes without. I just had some major deja vu right there. Sorry.
God, I love fucking deja vu.
No, it's one of those songs. I mean, that whole record, which I'm meaning to buy. I was telling Cody that I found out about this band on Facebook because one of my friends, Bram, he helps run Truck Stop Toilet Records, and they're helping distribute the album, which is nice. Order it. It's not going to take that long to get to us.
Get it.
Because he's in Colorado, but I was so happy when I found them. And it's just great party music.
When he sent it to me, I was like, all right, fuck yeah. I'm going to listen. And as soon as I threw him on, like one track is like, all right, yeah, I'm there for it. And
I'm in.
Like all the way through the album, like I just caught myself smiling the fucking entire time. Like just like shit eating grin, like from fucking ear to ear, dude. Like
I was at work while I was listening to him, and I was using a side by side. So like when you see a janitor like waxing a floor, So I wasn't like polishing the wax or anything. I was just like scrubbing it, but I was working on one of those, and I was just like dancing along to it, just like fucking having fun. And then when I could like have a free hand, just like throwing my fist up in the air, chanting, having fun.
Oh, for
it
real?
would have been fucking great if anybody walked by the classrooms that I was in at the museum doing it, because it was just glass. And you could have just seen, like, they couldn't hear it, and they would just see me like, fuck yeah, woo!
Let's try to work on getting that footage, man.
Yeah. I'll talk to security. They probably have it.
Because we are on YouTube now.
Yes,
so,
yes, we are.
So that's like, that would be one incredible thing to throw up while we're fucking playing.
Yep. And, you know, I hate to do this, but I think we got to end it, but we're going to end it on a good one.
Hey, not all good things must come to an end eventually.
Yeah. And before we go, never fucking forget
to be live,
loud,
and idiotic.
All right,
just a few things just before we go.
Just a few.
We do have a YouTube now. Please, like and subscribe. Hit that fucking bell notification if you like what we're doing.
We'll probably try to work on recording shit like with video, so that way we can have something other than just like a background. Actually
see our beautiful faces instead of like the numerous amounts of advertisement.
Yeah, you can see what we do in our break time as well, like when we break in between songs or dancing at the station.
But I mean, you know what? This episode just reminds me, please support your local artists, support other artists. I mean, they're out there making fucking music. Support your local. Support, man.
Support and give all the love you can.
For real, I mean, like these guys, they do it for us. They do it for us. They do it for them, and they want let's put it out there, and just let them know that we are out there listening.
Yep, and. I felt like this is a perfect song to send you guys out with because it's the last song on the album, but it's titled So Long. So long from us, and we will see you next time.
We fucking love you.